There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. You good? Angel.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And right away he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here we go. Press. Watch right. Tonight.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary
able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. That complete. Hits Tyler Scott with it. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Ready. Following the interception, Love forced out to his left.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Across midfield. He's on his way.
A big play there on the catch and run. A massive pickup there.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Striker, 3-3.
To throw now, here's Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Fields.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I mean, look at this Packers defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group?
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Play action this time with Love.
Now he'll escape to his right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On the ready.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive.
Oh, wide open, complete, touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 79 yards, and the Bears get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, it'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Set, ready.
Now a 2nd and 2.
43 rail, set.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers had 8-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple.
Here we go.
This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Ready,
and they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nifty move. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Green Jack. Set, hunt.
Love, they go play action now. That is incomplete. Now, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
22 needle. Steel, black. Set, go.
Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
60. Ready.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They juked him, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on. Continues.
Here we go.
Feeling like they're
go.
not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready.
Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
An inside give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Play fake. Here's Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Love.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Ready?
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action. Love to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 81 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready up.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Ready, ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
White, white. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, 551, 551.
Again, Fields. Down the left sideline. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Here we go. I'm good.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option right is Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
Here we go,
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready?
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Ready, break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, cut.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Set, ready.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Ready.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Oh, good move. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd and 11.
Ready, ready.
Throwing. Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 35 yards. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Go.
Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Ready. Cheetah. Set.
And they will take a knee here.
On the set.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.